Greetings everyone, it's BDF44 again, coming at you with these videos as I always do. I tend to just turn on the videos, turn on the record button when I don't have anything else going on. I may not even have anything to say, but I'll open my mouth and I will talk. But today I do have something to say. I'd like to mention something about a team that gets no coverage at all, that I've been paying, I ain't gonna say close attention to, but attention to over the past, I'd say 4 years, and that's the Orlando Magic. I don't follow them close enough to be able to give you details of what's going on with them, but I just want to mention something that I've noticed about how they've been drafting, how they've been prioritizing free agents in terms of what attributes they seem to be prioritizing above others. And I have this thing about the Magic where they appear to be prioritizing shot blocking, and have been prioritizing shot blocking over the past, say, 4 years, something like that. Just about everybody they bring in, with the exception of maybe a few guards, have the ability to play defense and affect shots. I ain't gonna say they're shot blockers, but they do tend to go after shot blockers. They just picked up Al-Farouq Aminu, who's a defensive player. He's not really a shot blocker per se, but he's a defensive big. And it's just one of those things. Bamba, obviously, defensive. Vucevic can block a shot here and there, even though he's more of an offensive player. I can't think of the young man's name, but he's also very long, small forward. They're waiting on him to develop. It's just something that I've noticed about the Orlando Magic. They really, really value shot blocking, and I feel like it's going to pay off one day. So I just want to shout out Magic fans, people out there in Orlando who are being very patient with their franchise. I know the Lakers have taken a lot from you guys. I don't take that lightly. I understand how it feels to lose free agents. I know what it feels like to be disappointed and all that. I'm going through the Kawhi Leonard thing as we speak as a Laker fan, and my confidence hasn't wavered. But I'm listening to the LA fans, and they're just they don't know how to handle when someone tells them to wait. They don't know how to handle when somebody tells them you may not get your way when it appears that they should be getting their way. And I just think about people like the Orlando Magic fans who've been through so much worse, who've had far less success, who've been on the cusp of getting the ring but can't quite get over the hump. And I just say their front office are doing things that appear to look like the right things that need to be done in order to build a franchise. Prioritizing defense and shot blocking will eventually pay off. So while I didn't come prepared in terms of looking at their roster and all that, those who know. And those who watch this video will pay attention for it going forward. Watch the Magic and their moves. Eventually, them prioritizing defense will pay off. At this point, they need to still address their point guard position. Lord knows why they've gone so long without a real point guard. I thought personally they should have never really given up on Elfrid Payton. I know he hasn't turned into what they thought he was going to turn into. And I know he's been a free agent. He's a free agent right now, and I believe he just signed with someone. Don't know who it was, but he's far off the market. But I just felt like when he left, they didn't replace him with anyone. Like anyone. DJ Augustine's an offensive point guard, preferably a backup, and they've had him running the thing. So correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, Magic fans, if you watch this, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys still haven't addressed that even in this draft. So that's something I'm going to be looking forward to watching them try to get together. But Mo Bamba coming back from the broken leg, I expect him to play well this season. Maybe not give you all-star numbers or nothing crazy, but he's going to make his presence felt, and I love the fact that he can stretch the floor. God, I wish I remembered the name of this small forward. I cannot think of his name, and I'm not going to stop the video to go figure it out, but he knows what it is. He's an up-and-coming player, defensive prowess, long. He's like Brandon Ingram. And I'm still very much excited about his career. Last year, I had him on my fantasy team for a couple of months. And before he got injured, he was doing some really good things, both offensively and defensively. He's going to be a defensive problem going forward. And I would believe in him if I were a Magic fan. Maybe not as a first or second star or anything like that, but as a cog to a playoff team and maybe even something better going forward. So I just want to encourage all those fans out there of different teams that aren't in positions of power, who don't have the big markets and all that, to continue to support. That's what makes the league what it is. Yeah, we could have like 5 teams, the Lakers, the Bulls, the Celtics, and it would be a lot of fans. But the league is made up of teams that are everywhere. And even though some of these teams are in positions to be a part of the league, they may not feel like they're in the same position as a Laker fan or maybe even a Warrior fan or what have you, because luck hasn't swayed in their direction. But I would encourage you to remember, the Warriors were horrible for a very, very, very long time. My folks are from the Bay Area. My mom was from the Bay Area. My grandmother, all of them, they're from the Bay. I remember going to Oakland when the Lakers were winning championships, throughout both championship tenures that I've been alive for. And just looking at the paper, I remember looking at the newspaper one day in my grandmother's house, looking at the Warriors at the bottom of the standings and just thinking, my God, how long have they been bad and how long is this going to go on? You know, my cousin, big Warriors fan, he was telling me he sticks with his team through thick and thin and all that, and this was before the era that just came about. So there's hope. I said all that to say there is hope. You know, sitting back waiting for your team to be good forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Eventually, your day will come. But what's most important is that your front offices, all teams' front offices, be held to a certain standard, I guess, or have a certain level that they can reach without being at risk of losing their jobs. But if they don't reach that level, maybe they should be ousted. I think something like that should take place, some type of league-wide parity, some type of, I don't know what the word is, but something that would keep you honest in regards to the decisions that you make in your front office, making sure you manage your cap and all that. That's what ultimately needs to be done. I said that in a couple other videos, but I think it's upon the league to make sure that organizations individually run themselves properly. Yeah, people can make decisions, things like that, but they shouldn't make decisions out of mistake. There should be a part of the league that addresses certain things that have to be done scientifically, from cap space to managing rosters and things like that. I think there should be a department, if not already one in place, to assure that those type of mistakes just don't take place. And then that managers don't do things that save their jobs but throw their teams under the bus and throw their fan bases under the bus. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Forgive me for not being prepared. I never am. I freestyle everything. And so, yeah, shout out to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Shout out to Orlando. Everybody out there, I've never been there, but I certainly wish you all well and going forward. And, yeah, just a neutral energy for me in terms of teams like that. I don't hate y'all. I don't love y'all. You're just another team to me. And I'm pretty sure the feeling is mutual. Well, maybe not, because we've taken a lot. But anyway, yeah, thanks for Shaq. Thanks for Dwight, even though he wasn't much of a help. Thanks for him anyway. And we didn't take Vucevic from you. Been rumored to be getting Vucevic for a long time, and you guys were able to keep him. So congratulations on that. I don't know the science behind keeping him, based on the understanding that Mo Bamba is right behind him. You give a guy like that many years, what does that say for your belief in Mo? You gonna put him at the 4, at 7, whatever, or 7-1? I don't think he's gonna want to play backup center to Vucevic 3 years from now. So that's kind of a head scratcher for me. But all in all, when you value shot blocking, good things can take place. So good luck. Peace out. That's that.